Hey guys, so this video is going to be a little bit difficult to get through. A woman's favorite thing to discuss, body image. It is not my favorite thing to discuss. I really don't like talking about it. I'm not really gonna tackle this from a well, I kind of am actually. I'm talking about it for a different reason. I'm not talking about solely to just say accept yourself and love yourself for who you are and all of that, which you should. I'm talking about it on a mental health channel because how you view yourself in a mirror affects your mind and your mental health. This is something that I have struggled with. It is not something that I have talked about. This is something I've struggled with for like 2.5 years, and it is body image. I openly talk about therapy on this channel, so I clearly have no problem sharing my weight or my pant size. Before I had Ella, I weighed like 125 pounds. I was a size 2, my dress size was like a size 0. I had never been in that size in my life. It's the smallest I had ever been in my life. I did not have a problem finding clothes. I loved it. Not to like go around saying like, oh, I was a size 2. Like, I had lost almost 40 pounds in college. I weighed like 160 my sophomore year and had a bunch of health problems and found out some allergies, got off all the stuff and lost a ton of weight. And I was feeling really good. Right after I got married, so I hadn't been that size for a very long time. It was maybe a couple years, if that. I got pregnant with Ella. Her pregnancy wasn't really that big of a deal when it came to weight gain. I gained about 35 or 40 pounds with Ella, and that was that. Some women gain more, some women gain less, it's whatever. I had her and I lost some of the baby weight. When I was pregnant with Archie, I started out at 135. So I had not lost the last 10 pounds from having Ella. I was 9 months pregnant with Archie. I think I weighed like 165, 170. Again, another 35, 40 pounds, typical. Now Archie is 2 years old. I weigh around 150. I'm a size 8. I kind of hover between size 8 and 10. I am about 25 pounds heavier before I had any kids. And it's bugged me. It's just bugged me, like putting it out there. Some people are gonna say, you're so skinny. Other people are gonna be like, you're fat. I'm my size, I am what I am. The process of gaining this new body image, this healthy body image after you have kids is a process. I haven't really heard many people talking about it. I've seen some things where it's like, you know, after you have kids, you kind of are proud of what your body accomplished and all this stuff. I have personally had a hard time getting to that place mentally, like looking at myself and thinking like, wow, your body has accomplished a decent amount in the past couple years. You had 2 kids close together, and that's that. Cool. You know, good job, body. I've had a really hard time getting to that place of looking through a positive lens and thinking all that I've accomplished. And instead, I have looked at it through a lens of, I need to lose this last 20 pounds. I need to get back to at least like a size 6. I don't feel comfortable in my own skin right now. You know, I go shopping for some jeans now again and feel awful. And I don't even want to look at the bathing suit section. And it's just that whole, I mean, every single woman on the planet goes through this kind of stuff. This is nothing unordinary or crazy or nothing that anyone has ever not heard before. I chose to talk about it and do a video on it because it's negativity, and looking at yourself, your body through a negative lens affects anxiety and can easily lead to depression. I have noticed I am not kind to my body in my mind at all. I'm constantly thinking like, well, if I eat this piece of cake, I'm gonna have to run this much more. Or if I eat this, then I'm gonna whatever. And if I make a comment, like if I have dessert, it's like, well, you know, I'm gonna gain 20 pounds or like especially lately, I've been so harsh, even like vocally, about my body and about my weight, about my size. That is not healthy. It is not healthy for myself. It is not healthy for my kids to hear. I have tried very hard, actually, and I'm pretty proud of myself. This is something I'm very proud of, to be healthy over the past couple years. I have done a variety of workouts. I've tried to get myself into various different routines. I Instagram a lot of my workout stuff, trying new things, trying new healthy recipes, trying new whatever. I'm at a time in my life where I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, a husband who works full time, and we live in an apartment, and there's just crazy stuff going on. You gotta, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you know the drill. Life is chaos. Like, I injured my knee getting ready to work out, and I've been pretty harsh on my body for that. Like, I've dwelled on the fact that, like, why really? Like, I had to injure my knee getting ready to work out. Slap in the face, body. I've worked really hard to try to find workouts that are best for my mind and my body. Swimming and Zumba, which is what I was doing, which is not good for your knees, so I cannot do that anymore. Can I buy a exercise bike? Like, that's been my latest thing. Like, oh, maybe I should buy this exercise bike, put it in the corner of my room. I can do it whenever. Biking is excellent for your knee. It strengthens, like, specifically the muscles that need to be strong to keep your knee healthy. And, that's been my next thing. Like, oh, whatever. I'm never really content with my size, and I'm thinking about it when I go to eat or whatever, and I just know it's not healthy. It's nothing extreme, it's nothing borderline like where I'm really need to be worried about like certain things, but it's just not a healthy outlook on myself, and I recognize that. I decided to do a video on this because I didn't really realize how you perceive yourself, like your body image, is so closely tied to your mental health and anxiety and depression. And that might sound silly because saying it out loud, it's like, duh, of course. But to me, it's like always been a separate thing. This is my health problem, and this is how I look at myself. And you really have to look at yourself through a positive lens. Negativity will make you more anxious, make you more depressed. I'm back on this like road of trying to feel good. For a while, when I was consistently working out, when I hadn't been losing a ton of weight, I started to feel really good, better in my own skin than I had in a while. And it was because I felt good from working out. And all the workouts that I really enjoyed to do, those HIIT workouts or high intensity workouts, the stuff that you can find on the Nike fitness training app, and like Zumba and all Jillian Michaels, like all these different things, I really enjoyed doing them, but they're bad for my knee. High intensity stuff is just bad for my knee. I was talking to the physical therapist, and I had worked my body like consistently hard for a while doing HIIT workouts, and it's could have led to the injury, whatever. It's still up in the air. But anyway, I'm struggling to find, a workout that suits me, and with this injury and working full time and then transitioning back into being a stay-at-home mom, over the past year, I've really struggled to find a consistent workout that I've enjoyed and stuck with and has made me feel good about myself and all this stuff. And that's when I really have started to sink into this negative thinking of how I look, and that just affects your anxiety. You don't want your anxiety to rob you of you feeling beautiful and good and whole, and you want to be able to go out with your friends and enjoy a good drink or a good dessert or a good meal, and those negative thoughts should not be clouding your image of yourself. I don't even know if this is going to make sense, but talking about things that, like mindsets that you've worked through and you now think a different way, can feel really weird, because other people can look at you and be like, what? Like, you don't think that way, or you don't do this, or whatever. All that I talk about on here is something that I have worked through, and I genuinely feel how I'm saying, and I've reached a certain point of healing or whatever. I've accomplished this in therapy or blah, blah, blah. But the body image thing is not something I've worked through. It's not something I've accomplished. And I wanted to get on here and do a video where I'm kind of like still in that process of learning to get to that other side of looking back and being like, that body's accomplished a lot. It's grown and popped out 2 kids. That's no small feat. Who cares if I'm 30 pounds heavier? Just work to lose the weight, but I won't give up the brownies. So there are these women I follow on Instagram, some of them. First of all, Instagram doesn't help. Instagram does not help. Instagram helps me in so many ways. Like, I started following a bunch of people on mental health, and that's been awesome. I also follow like good image body people who are like maybe like a size 8 or 10, people who are like, not bigger, but just, normal size, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I follow these people and they like talk about how, you know, how genuinely good they feel about their body, and how, you know, there was once a time where they looked at their body so negatively and always like were on a diet and always trying to fit into smaller pants and always this whatever, and they just learned to accept their curves and their size, and they feel whole in their body. They feel good looking for bathing suits. I want to get there. I want to get there and feel like good about just my current self. I do know that your worth and your all this stuff, it doesn't lie in your size. I mean, I fully understand that. It's just a personal, like, I want to feel good in my own skin and have that mindset of these people on Instagram who can look back and be like, you know, when I was a size whatever, that's fine, I'm not, or I'm never gonna be that size. Maybe I'll never be the size I was before I had Ella, just because your hips stretch when you have children. Fun fact of life. It's been so difficult, you know, and I've been told so many things in my life about my image that I'm just not gonna get into. That is a part of life and baggage, if you will, that I've totally made peace with, and I just don't care what, you know, what some people think about me or what I look or my personality because of how I look or any of that stuff. What a burden that was when I was a teenager. Because of all that though, it has made me quiet on this issue. I never wanted to speak about the body image thing because of being told so many different things in my life about how I look. For me, this isn't getting back to a size 2 issue, it's an anxiety and mental health issue. So I am trying to be positive about myself. One practice that I have thought of adopting is sticking a prayer card on my bathroom mirror. And I got this idea from Ella because every time we leave church now, she has to grab a prayer card. And it seems like she goes to the same spot, but they're different prayer cards every time. And the one she grabbed this last Sunday was a thank you prayer. I thought about taping that to my bathroom mirror and just saying that prayer, thinking of my own self and body and reflecting on the things I should be thankful for that my body has accomplished, and slowly trying to like change my mindset of how I view myself, because how you view yourself is so crucial to your mental health. You have to have a healthy image of yourself. Of course, bring you down mentally. If you've been in this spot, especially those who have had kids, I would just love to hear your feedback. The feedback all tends to kind of sound similar because we all go through the same thing. We have kids and then we gain weight, and some people have that gene of just, you know, gaining so much weight when they have a kid and literally squeezing right back into their size 2 jeans. And I'm, you know, wasn't one of those people. Thanks guys for watching this video. I really like doing these mental health videos. I want so badly to put this stuff out there to help people who could be struggling, because I think back to how I, you know, was struggling a few years ago, and it just makes me sad because it was such a low point. So like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you have some, like a mental health resource that you want to share, please send it my way. I would love to meet more people who are doing a similar thing and keep this whole thing going. So I'll see you next Tuesday, guys.